Becky Lynch is pregnant and all of these stupid thumbnails came true. Well, hopefully not all of them, but seriously, from one future parent to another, congratulations, she's gonna be one of the coolest moms in the world. Me and Seth Rollins are going to be daddies at the same time. Seth's kid is gonna have one of the coolest dads in the world, and my kid is gonna have...
Being a father truly changes your life.
And you should meet my son, Dominic.
What a dick.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of Raw. Not a bad episode. I've seen many people saying this episode was horrible. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed the beginning. I liked the Drew McIntyre segment. I liked the ending. I feel like it was, story-wise, kind of an important episode. And you just gotta relate to that Seth Rollins mood. The show kicked off with Becky Lynch. She came out with a briefcase and many of us were confused because she's a Raw Women's Champion. Why is she carrying Asuka's briefcase? That doesn't make any sense. Well, it actually does. I wasn't that shocked. I kinda knew what's gonna happen because I've, heard rumors that she's pregnant. So I wasn't shocked. But it was still very emotional. What a segment, man. What a segment. I wish there was a crowd, in these kind of moments. People would go nuts, but unfortunately, it is what it is. So basically, she's talking about the fact that she's so glad, to be in the WWE. She didn't, think that people would accept her and she would be that big of a deal on Monday Night Raw. And she basically thanked the fans. She was crying, so even if you didn't hear the rumors, you probably thought she's injured. She says she has to go away for a while. Asuka interrupts, and Becky Lynch says that Asuka has beaten her when no one else could, and she's glad this is happening to Asuka. Becky reveals that Sunday's match wasn't for the briefcase, it was for the championship. So Asuka is your new Raw Women's Champion. And she was celebrating a lot. Asuka is happy. Look how happy Asuka is. She's so happy. Very happy. Very, very happy. We still didn't get the best moment. Becky reveals that she is going to be a mother. And I like the look on Asuka's face. Emotional moment. Very good. What a moment. One of the best moments I've seen in a while when it comes to wrestling. Kind of unfortunate that Seth Rollins is a heel right now because I wish we got some kind of a, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch moment. People congratulating them, but unfortunately Seth Rollins is one of the biggest heels in the WWE right now. And you can tell that his character is not very happy about the fact that he's going to be a father. He's just confused. And whatever, man. This moment was great. Very happy for Becky Lynch. I can crack jokes and stuff. But honestly, I'm very happy. We're experiencing the same thing right now as well. And it's just unbelievable. It's weird to describe that. And once I'll have a baby, I don't even know if it will be possible to describe that feeling. Cannot wait, actually. And again, I relate to them so much because we're experiencing the same thing right now. Now, many people will say, well, this makes Asuka look weak. She didn't have to win the championship at all. I disagree. I mean, if anyone should be a champion right now and Becky Lynch relinquishes the title, it's Asuka. And they did it in a pretty smart way, in my opinion. She won the briefcase. Turns out it was for the championship. I'm fine with it as long as they're going to book Asuka very strong and she's going to beat every single competitor and hold that championship for like a year. This way she will prove that yes, she does deserve that championship and it's not just like given to her in a way. And you cannot predict this. You cannot predict this at all. But if Becky Lynch is going to return in like, I don't know, a year and a half maybe. I don't know if that's possible. I'm just saying that 9 months of pregnancy. Well, it's gonna be tough, I don't know. But if it's in the plans that she's going to return after a few months, of being a mother, I don't know how that works, man. If that's the case, it would be a very big match. Asuka versus Becky. Becky never lost the championship. Asuka never won the championship against Becky. That would be a very big match. But whatever the case may be, man, that doesn't matter right now. What matters is that she's gonna be a mom, and I'm very happy that they decided to, go for it, to be parents. We also seen a bunch of superstars congratulating her, obviously only baby faces, mostly jobbers, but yeah, that was pretty cool. We got Humberto versus Bobby Lashley, no DQ match. Honestly, that was way better than expected. I was like, okay, another one of these random matches, but this was very good because I like that chair spot. I was like, okay, is this even legal in the WWE right now? But that was very good. Now, obviously, Bobby Lashley wins the match, but I was kinda impressed. Asuka is celebrating again, we got Kairi Sane, and both of them are very, very happy. This might be our next feud, Asuka versus Kairi Sane. Very possible right now. Zelina Vega, Austin Theory, Angel Garza, and Andrade are arguing. Seems like there's some miscommunication in this group. That's when we got Angel Garza versus Akira Tozawa. That was pretty alright. I've heard that Paul Heyman is very high on Akira Tozawa. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe he knows what we do not know. I'm sure he's a great wrestler. He is a great wrestler. But, I feel like there's plenty of other superstars who are just as good, if not better. Anyway, we got the match in which Angel Garza wins. Obviously, he was, bragging to his friends. But what happened after this was absolutely priceless. Drew McIntyre was one of my favorite WWE champions in a long time. So here's what happened. We got Drew McIntyre. These guys are arguing. And Drew basically says, "Bring it, bitch." We got a Claymore. Another one, and that's when we got a tease. Champion versus champion, that's exactly what we got, which was a fine match. Again, Drew McIntyre is amazing in the ring, Andrade is good. I really like Drew McIntyre, he's a babyface, man. I'm going to make a separate video about this, but I feel like people are not necessarily going to turn on Drew McIntyre like they did with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. There's just something special about the guy, and maybe he's the guy the WWE kept looking for. He's just way too natural, genuine. It doesn't feel forced. Anyway, so again, the match was fine, and obviously Drew McIntyre wins. He takes the microphone and talks about his match against Seth Rollins. It was one hell of a fight, but he won. And he mentions the brand-to-brand invitation. And here's the thing, so turns out Baron Corbin wants a match against him, and he's going to be on Monday Night Raw. So we're basically getting Raw versus SmackDown brand-to-brand invitation. At first, I've heard the rumors, and I was scared. I thought WWE are bringing back the wildcard rule, and that was horrible. That was just a mess. I know most of you think I'm going to crap all over the place on this one. Not really. You see, the roster is very limited right now. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what's going on as long as it's not just a complete mess. If they're gonna treat it as a big deal all the time like they did right now with Baron Corbin, I'm fine with it. Even on the graphics it said Drew McIntyre versus SmackDown's Baron Corbin. It's a big deal. I'm okay with this. As long as it's not going to end the brand split. And I think it would be a horrible idea to do that again. So far, obviously, I don't know what's gonna happen. So far, I'm okay with it. MVP kinda wants to be Bobby Lashley's manager, and I feel like that would be kinda good. I wouldn't mind it. We got Moment of Bliss. They're talking about Becky Lynch. The man is a mom, I guess. Yeah, okay. We got the Iconics. They made their return. Just as annoying in a way, but I guess that's the point of their promos, I cannot complain because that's the whole point. Anyway, so they want the titles, but, they don't even need the championships to prove that they're the best women's tag team. So we got a challenge accepted. We got the Iconics versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, in which the Iconics won with maybe that's a new finisher, or maybe I wasn't paying attention at all, which I wasn't, admittedly. So they won the match, and I think this is our new rivalry. I kind of forgot that these two exist, so yeah, I guess I'm happy that they're back. We don't have any legit women tag teams at all, especially right now since Kairi Sane and Asuka are kinda in a way separated, so I'm happy. We got a Rey Mysterio interview, and I'm happy that they explained how they survived. It's a miracle, but he landed on another part of the roof, just 6 feet down. He congratulates Otis, and then he congratulates Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins has none of it. He's very, oh boy, he's not into it at all. Let's just say that. And Rey Mysterio says, "What a dick." And that's when we got a tag team match. Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, R-Truth versus MVP, Shane Thorne, and Sean's View Entertainment. R-Truth was trying to be funny and didn't work for me. Let's just say that. That's 80s comedy right here. Anyway, so that was pretty okay. R-Truth's team actually won the match, but we got Bobby Lashley, and it seems like these two are going to be either a tag team or MVP is going to be a manager, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like the view of this. They actually look like a legit tag team, and maybe that's what WWE Monday Night Raw needs right now. I wonder if WWE are trying to get rid of Lana. Are they going to release Lana? Because it kinda seems like it. Jinder Mahal begins a new journey in the WWE. Now, it's going to be a hero story. He congratulates Drew McIntyre, and I don't know how I feel about this, man. Obviously, I'm excited. Big fan of Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja. The thing is he actually going to be a babyface? I doubt it. I think he is going to have that delusional gimmick. He is a babyface in his own world, but he's a heel. But he's going to be delusional. He's going to act like he's inspiring people and, he's doing it for his country and whatever. I'm pretty sure it's going to be that type of story, but hopefully, and I'm pretty sure we will, get that Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal match. I hope we're getting it, and the story is going to be pretty fine. Unfortunately, Heath Slater is no longer with the WWE, but let's admit it, Heath Slater is not as legit, as Jinder Mahal when it comes to looks and even credibility. He's a former champion, for God's sake. AJ Styles was watching an intro for The Undertaker's Last Ride special. Only an intro, and that got him mad. He's not happy. This was pretty cool. Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. So Seth Rollins is like all over the place. Well, I don't think that's the right way to say it. He was standing and doing absolutely nothing. He didn't even tag Murphy until at the end of the match, Rey Mysterio maybe accidentally hits Seth Rollins. Rollins is angry, catches the 619, and then he beats the living crap out of Rey Mysterio. He did this to his eye, and that was pretty nasty. I know it's just a pill, but still, in movies it's not real as well, so, you get the point. Anyway, so that was pretty cool, but after the match, Rollins is confused. He almost apologized, Wow. Aleister Black had none of it, he hit Murphy, and that was about it. Seems like right now, Seth Rollins is even more delusional than ever. And I'm happy. I do dig the gimmick. I will not talk about this. I refuse to talk about this nonsense. Then we've got Shayna Baszler beating Natalya, that's about it. And let's talk about the main part of the show, or the main event, I don't care. The thing is, we got the Rated R Superstar Edge, and he was talking about Randy Orton and their WrestleMania match. Monday Night Raw was advertised as, will Edge hunt down Randy Orton? But Edge says nobody asked him. That wasn't his plan at all. He got his closure. He got interrupted by Randy Orton, and he says one thing and one thing only. A better man won. He leaves, but you just knew that this is not over. It wasn't. He came back and he says, I tried. I couldn't. A better man won, but a better wrestler didn't. One thing that I've noticed, Randy Orton kinda changed his character, he's not as much of a psycho anymore. He's a bit more normal. He basically said that, you beaten the crap out of me, but it didn't take me 9 years to come back. I'm a better wrestler, and I think you cannot have a good wrestling match anymore. Yes, you were in the Royal Rumble, last man standing match, but these are not traditional wrestling matches. And Edge seemed confused, there was doubt, but Randy Orton suggests a backlash, one-on-one, Randy Orton, Edge, normal match. And in this case, that's exactly what the fans want, and that's exactly what I hope we are going to get, and I'm sure we will. But when Charlie Caruso asked for Edge's answer, Edge did not say anything. He was just confused. Many people will say, well, Edge doesn't know if he still has it. I feel like the story right here is Randy Orton may think so, but Edge feels like this chapter is over. He doesn't want to wrestle Randy Orton anymore. It's over. He doesn't want to repeat that thing all over again. And he didn't say anything. That's how the show ended. I'm excited. I honestly want to see Edge versus anyone. In this case, it's very good. It's Randy Orton in a normal match. That's exactly what I want to see, It's cool, last man standing match, Royal Rumbles, but we haven't seen Edge in a normal one-on-one match since he returned actually. So yeah, people, that was a decent episode of Monday Night Raw. I feel like it was alright for what it was. I know many people will say, well, this was bad, and I understand most stuff was boring, but still, we got a few moments, and I wish Raw was a bit shorter, especially right now, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching the video, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.